The Cartwrights. I remember the day the Cartwrights moved into the apartment building across the street. It was like something out of a dream, or maybe a nightmare. Their arrival was shrouded in mystery, their faces hidden behind dark sunglasses and their movements precise and deliberate. From the moment they stepped foot into the lobby, I knew there was something off about them, something otherworldly. I watched from my window as they unloaded their belongings, strange, oversized crates that seemed to emit an eerie glow in the dim light of the street lamps. Their arrival sent ripples of unease through the building, whispers of suspicion and fear echoing through the halls like a contagion. But despite the rumors and the hushed murmurs that followed in their wake, the Cartwrights remained aloof, their secrets hidden behind the impenetrable facade of their penthouse fortress. They rarely ventured outside, their movements shrouded in secrecy, their presence a constant source of unease for those of us who lived in the shadow of their looming presence. As the days turned into weeks, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong, that there was more to the Cartwrights than met the eye. I watched as strange lights flickered in the windows of their penthouse late into the night, heard whispers of bizarre experiments conducted in the dead of night, and felt the weight of their gaze bearing down on me like a leaden shroud. Then, one fateful day, the Cartwrights vanished without a trace. The building erupted into chaos, rumors swirling like a whirlwind through the halls as we grappled with the sudden disappearance of our mysterious neighbors. Some claimed they had been abducted by aliens, whisked away to the far reaches of the galaxy to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Others whispered of government conspiracies and clandestine experiments gone awry. But the truth remained elusive, hidden behind the impenetrable walls of the Cartwrights' penthouse fortress. For weeks, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching me, that unseen eyes followed my every move, lurking in the shadows just beyond the edge of my vision. And as the days stretched into months, the sense of unease that had settled over the building grew more palpable with each passing moment, a suffocating weight pressing down on a soul like a vice. But it wasn't until I stumbled upon a tattered journal hidden away in the depths of the building's basement that the true horror of the Cartwrights' disappearance began to unravel before my eyes. Scribbled on its pages were cryptic passages and ominous warnings, hints of dark rituals and unspeakable horrors lurking just beyond the threshold of our reality. And as I read those words, a chill ran down my spine, and I realized with growing horror that the truth behind the Cartwrights' disappearance was far more terrifying than anything I could have ever imagined. And that whatever malevolent force had claimed them was still out there, waiting patiently in the shadows for its next unsuspecting victim. The discovery of the journal sent shivers down my spine, but it also ignited a spark of curiosity within me. Despite the warnings scribbled on its pages, I couldn't resist the urge to uncover the truth behind the Cartwrights' disappearance. I knew I was treading into dangerous territory, but the need for answers outweighed my fear. Armed with the journal and a flashlight, I ventured into the abandoned penthouse, the air heavy with a sense of foreboding. The once pristine rooms were now cloaked in darkness, the only sound the echo of my footsteps as I made my way deeper into the heart of the Cartwrights' lair. As I sifted through the remnants of their lives, strange artifacts, arcane symbols, and tattered scraps of paper, I began to piece together the puzzle of their existence. It soon became clear that the Cartwrights were not mere mortals but practitioners of a dark and forbidden art, dabbling in forces beyond human comprehension. But as I delved deeper into the mysteries of the penthouse, I felt a presence watching me, lurking in the shadows just beyond the edge of my vision. I brushed it off as paranoia, the product of an overactive imagination fueled by fear and uncertainty. But then, I found it, a hidden chamber concealed behind a false wall, its entrance obscured by layers of dust and debris. With trembling hands, I pushed aside the debris and stepped into the darkness beyond, my heart pounding in my chest. What I found inside was beyond anything I could have ever imagined. The chamber was a twisted labyrinth of corridors and chambers, its walls adorned with grotesque symbols and macabre artwork. And at its center stood a towering monolith, its surface etched with runes of unspeakable power. As I approached the monolith, a sense of dread washed over me, a primal instinct warning me to turn back before it was too late. But I pressed on, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge and a desperate need to uncover the truth. And then, it happened. A deafening roar echoed through the chamber, and the walls began to tremble as the monolith came to life before my eyes. With a blinding flash of light, the chamber was engulfed in darkness, and I knew with chilling certainty that I had awakened something ancient and malevolent. In that moment, I understood the true horror of the Cartwrights' disappearance. They had become vessels for a dark and insidious force, consumed by the very power they had sought to harness. And now, that same force threatened to consume me, to drag me into the depths of madness and despair. With every fiber of my being, I fought against the darkness, clawing my way back to the surface as the walls of the chamber closed in around me. And as I emerged into the cold light of day, I knew that I had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. But the horrors I had witnessed in the depths of the Cartwrights' penthouse would haunt me for the rest of my days, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurked just beyond the threshold of our reality. And as I fled into the safety of the city's streets, I knew that the true terror of the Cartwrights' disappearance had only just begun.